to the channel. Today we're taking you along the stunning coastline of northern Greece, beginning in Nea Flogita and exploring the beautiful towns nearby. In this video, we'll visit Nea Plagia for its lively evening atmosphere, pass through Mouries, with its quiet beaches, stop at Parelia for a break by the sea, and finish in the bustling town of Nea Moudania with its harbour, shops, and delicious local food. Expect stunning sunsets, seaside walks, nighttime lights, Funfair parks, and plenty of authentic Greek dishes as we take you through this unforgettable summer journey. Based in Nea Flogita, right by the beach. The town has a relaxed holiday vibe during the day, with calm, shallow waters ideal for a refreshing swim. The city center is close to the shore, and there's a lovely path along the bay where families stroll, cyclists pass by, and mobile shops appear in the evenings selling snacks, toys, and beach bits. As night falls, restaurants line the seafront with outdoor seating, creating a warm, welcoming atmosphere. The beach in Nea Flogita is long and sandy, perfect for sunbathing during the day and relaxing evening walks. The water is calm, clear, and warm, ideal for swimming or simply unwinding by the shore. In the daytime, it shines a bright turquoise, while in the evening, the sunset turns it golden and peaceful, creating a truly beautiful setting. Settles in, we make our way to Nea Plagia, just a short walk from Nea Flogita. The first thing we notice is the row of shops along the main street. Their lights glow softly against the fading sky, inviting us in to browse souvenirs, beachwear, and little handmade crafts. The shopkeepers greet us with friendly smiles, and the air smells faintly of roasted nuts from a nearby street vendor. just in time for the beautiful night view across the horizon. The sun is dipping into the sea, painting the water in streaks of orange and purple. Couples pause along the promenade, cameras ready, while children chase the last waves of the day. It's one of those moments where you just stand still and breathe in the warm evening air. As night fully arrives, the restaurants light up, each one glowing with lanterns and fairy lights. The chatter of families mixes with the clinking of glasses, and the smell of grilled fish and herbs drifts over the tables. We choose a cozy spot and order some local food, freshly caught seafood, Greek salad with thick slices of feta, and warm pita bread served with tzatziki. Eating under the open sky with the waves just a few steps away makes it feel like summer at its best. After dinner, we head to the arcades first. Rows of colorful game machines hum and flash in the night as children play racing games, basketball hoops, and claw machines, trying to win toys and prizes. The whole place buzzes with energy, laughter, and excitement. Further along is the Funfair park. Here, bright lights spin from the carousel and Ferris wheel, music plays from the speakers, and the smell of popcorn fills the air. Families gather around, some queuing for rides, others enjoying ice cream or taking photos under the glowing lights. The Funfair brings a real sense of holiday magic to the evening. Back in Nea Flogita, the evening atmosphere is completely different from the day. The shops at night stay open late, their bright signs lighting up the streets. People wander through souvenir stalls, small boutiques, and beachside shops, browsing for gifts and treats under the warm summer sky. Along the seafront, the restaurants come alive at night. Tables fill with families and couples enjoying the evening breeze, the smell of grilled seafood and spices drifting out from open kitchens. Along the promenade, the sound of music grows louder near the nightclubs and lively restaurants. Here, holidaymakers sip cocktails, dance to summer hits, and relax with friends under the open sky. The night lights create the perfect atmosphere for a long evening walk. Lanterns, fairy lights, and neon signs reflect on the calm sea, making the whole bay sparkle. A small arcade's place, buzzing with families and kids trying their luck on claw machines and racing games, laughter spilling into the warm night air. Into a seaside restaurant for dinner, enjoying fresh Greek dishes under the stars as the waves crash gently nearby. It's the perfect way to end the night before heading back home to rest for the next day's adventure. The next morning, we start in Nea Flogita again, seeing the town in daylight, quiet cafes, beach bars setting up, and shops opening for the day. Then we set off on foot towards Nea Moudania. The pedestrian route follows the shoreline, with stretches of gravel road and open views of the sea. It's an easy coastal walk with plenty of places to pause and enjoy the scenery. peaceful place where the water is especially clear and calm. It feels a little hidden away, perfect for a quick dip or a quiet pause. Between Mouries and Parelia there are several natural beaches, wide, sandy, and not too crowded, great for a rest and a swim before moving on. We stop by the beach and the local restaurant. It's an ideal break from the midday heat, time for cold drinks, a light lunch, and a moment under the umbrellas. Along the stretch between Parelia and Nea Moudania, you'll also find beach bars and lovely water, great spots to recharge before the final leg. reaching the town, we spend time at Diamond Beach Club near Nea Moudania. It's a comfortable place to relax with sunbeds, music, and service to your lounger, perfect food, drinks, water, and beach all in one. If you're after a few hours of effortless downtime, this is the spot. When we arrive in Nea Moudania, the first thing we notice is how calm the town feels. Most people are at the beach enjoying the sun, so the shops, restaurants, and local activities are quieter at this time of day. Market stalls with fresh produce and souvenirs wait for the evening crowd, while cafes along the pavements offer a relaxed spot for a quick drink before exploring further. By the harbour, a few yachts and small boats rest quietly along the pier, the sunlight glimmering on the water's surface. The place feels peaceful, with only the sound of gentle waves and the occasional call of seabirds. A light breeze makes it a perfect spot to pause and take in the view before moving on. For lunch, we keep it simple and classic, freshly grilled Greek souvlaki served with warm pita bread, crisp salad, and a squeeze of lemon. It's the kind of meal that tastes even better after a long day of walking. Afterwards, we wander through the city centre, passing small squares, shops selling handmade goods, and locals enjoying coffee in the shade. the day winds down, we find a spot by the water to relax, watching the beautiful sunny horizon fade slowly towards evening. It's the perfect ending to our journey along this stunning stretch of coastline. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through Nea Flogita, Nea Plagia, Parelia, and Nea Moudania, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more travel stories and hidden gems from around the world. We hope you felt the summer vibes, the sunsets, the food, and the beautiful beaches just as much as we did. Let us know in the comments which place was your favorite.